Williams before. Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. This is the Source Experience, the news by Shanewz, media marketing promotion talk. We about to get my guy, strength and conditioning guru, Evans Tobler in here, man. You know, this is a three-time national champion. No, not national champion. World champion strength and conditioning coach. We're going to get him on in a second. I'm going to send this to his phone as well. Let me send it to his phone. Because sometimes, right, you can, you can send the people the links, right? And they can't click on. Shout out to Christopher White, first in the building. You know, Chris is one of the research guys behind the scenes. Appreciate you. Yeah, Chris, that thing that you sent me, I think that is just Don King attempting to make a play for his guys. Because, you know, they don't, you see, he's seen how Blair got violated at the post-fight press conference. And he's just trying to make a play for his guys, man. You know, he's trying to make that pitch. You know, but Don is old. We got to see what happens, man. I don't think they're gonna look out for the Don, man. Me personally, I think the Don. All right, let me see. All right, I'm sending it to his phone too. Right, telling him I'm ready for him. Let's get him in here. Let's get him in here. Yeah, I used to be so nervous doing these, right? Yeah, you want to know one of the first ones I did is Regis Progress. Man, right? It was Regis. And now, it's crazy. I used to be nervous doing these, man. You know, when I look at some of these guys that attempt to do these things, and they be having a million people, it's like, come on, bro. You got to step your professionalism up, man. You can't swim on your own. Your former Voltron, a crash dummy Voltron, and this is what you want to do. Nah, you got to be able to swim, my brother. You know that's another thing that led me to know that the things I was doing was very powerful and groundbreaking. Because I was other people try to do these things, and they need a whole mob, a whole sheep herd. Yeah, we've been marching and walking. We're gonna get Coach up in here, man. Let me give him a call, right? Hold on. I'm gonna call him. See what's going on. Hey, Coach, I sent you the link. All right. You check all your. I sent it on your number, this number, and also IG. The IG. So just click on the link when you're ready. All right. There goes my guy. It's about to go down. It's about to go down, y'all. Now, Chris, if you're in here, Chris, and you got a question, feel free to put it in. I'll get to it. I will get to it, Chris. You are my guy. You know, you are a true supporter, man. I rock with you, man. I rock with you. You're my guy, man. You know, you are my guy. Salute to Big T, NYT. If you got a question too, you know I rock with you. Put your question out there. I'll get to it. I'll get to it because I have mine. I'm gonna really. My notes is on the other side. I'm not even gonna go get them. I did have my notes, but I was like rushing, y'all. Remember when I first started out, for those of y'all that really been following the channel, I used to always have my daughters. So I had assistants. I haven't had no assistants in quite some time. So it's It's hard, man. It's hard. He said, "There he is. Here he is, man. Let's get him in here, man." Shout out to man. Coach, how are you doing tonight? I'm gonna blow you up, though. I want you to be big on the screen, man.
What's good, my man?
Hold on. I can't hear you. Let me see
Hold on.
it. Is it muted?
I got.
Headset.
Hold on. That's my mic.
All right. Let me see. Let me hear you now. Say something again, Coach.
Can you hear me now?
Unmute your mic again.
What about now?
Hold on. I can't. Can you guys hear Coach? Coach, can you hear me?
I hear you.
All right. Can you guys hear Coach? Do you guys hear him? Do you guys hear him? I hear him. How about you guys? Do you guys hear him? Let me know if y'all hear Coach. Yes. Okay. Great. Without further ado, man. Let me give this man his flowers, man. This is a three-time world champion strength and conditioning boxing coach, but he is also a world-class track and field athlete who has competed against arguably one of the greatest athletes in history, Carl Lewis, man. My friend, yes, my friend, Evans Tobler. Welcome to the show, good brother.
What's going on, man? It's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute, B. Look,
Yes, man.
I keep telling folks you was one of the first guys that ever interviewed me, man. I was like, we ride or die forever, baby.
Yeah, man. And shout out to you, man. Congratulations. I see that young grandson of yours is
Oh my
walking
God.
in your footsteps, man. He is a giant already, man.
Yeah.
That youngin is strong and built already, man. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
what feeding him, man? He's like Jesus
Man, look,
already.
you know what? My daughter and my son-in-law, man, they do a great job with Roman. Roman is going to be the best athlete that ever come
Yes.
out of my family. The kid was long
Yeah.
jumping in the living room the other day. I was like, leave him alone. And I was like, no, stop him because it's getting dangerous. Bro, he got
Yeah.
hops at 2 years old. He has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah,
None.
nah, I remember you like, I follow you, my guy. And I seen you training him early. And I was like, man, this kid is special, man. He's
Mm-hmm.
special, man.
Good
He's
kid. I
definitely
love that little
special,
boy,
man.
man.
And let me congratulate you, man. Michaela Mayer, man. Another champion for
Yes.
you, man.
Yes.
I missed you on that fight night. I was there. I got the
No, you
team.
got to be kidding me. That's why you
Yeah,
came
yeah.
early or something.
Yeah. I was there for
Man,
the weigh-in.
we could have shot. Oh my God, that's been a crazy
Yeah, I
night.
missed you. I missed you. But it's all good, man. It's all good,
Damn.
man. Um,
Wow.
let-
Also,
yeah,
Jenny Fuchs won the world title too. So that's two.
yes, yeah. See, this guy is doing it big, man. But let's get to what we really need to talk about, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I seen the post. I reached out to you. You told me what was going on. I was like, I'd rather have you come on the show before I put out the content on it, man. But the post that was out there that you and Regis Progress have parted ways after, like I said, two successful world title runs, man.
Mhm.
And the reports are saying it's over payments and things. Why don't you go in and
Yeah, man.
further
But
break
you
it
know,
down?
I've been with Regis for two world titles. Um,
Yes,
shit, over close to 15 years of coaching him, and not just coaching him, being the counselor, being the motivator, being the father, being a person that was not just my athlete, but I had a relationship with the kid. I watched his kids grow. I watched him grow from a beginning professional to a two-time world champion. So,
yes,
it was more hurtful than more hurtful. And then, on top of I was deeply hurt by the outcome of what's happening, and more so than upset. But I was fucking pissed. I was pissed the other day. I gathered my thoughts, man, and I was like, God blessed me with an opportunity, not him. God blessed me with an opportunity, because everything I've done it's because of God and where He put me. And I'm human, I'm human, and
yes,
and when you feel where I'm from, when you feel disrespected and unappreciative, then you know, your character changes, and I never expected, I never thought that this would happen between me and Regis. And it's funny because now I made money. I made money with Regis. He paid. Did he pay me what he's supposed to pay me? No. And
Yes.
it's at a point where if I tell you I'm giving you $30 and I give you 20 or 15, I paid you, but I didn't really pay you,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Facts.
So
That's a fact.
that's how that's how this relationship has been from the beginning. You know, and I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. Even on this fight, this last fight, I got paid, but not what I was supposed to get paid. I just want to be appreciated, paid what I'm deserved. I'm at the top. I'm at the highest level in my sport.
Yes.
I'm a world championship coach. Guess what? The prices they change. The price.
Yeah.
There's guys making money out there that's crazy. And with
Yeah.
me, bro, it ain't never really been about the money, man. And I
Yeah.
just felt disrespected. You know, I think the relationship kind of changed when he hired that new manager. You know, I guess somebody got in his head and told him that I was the problem, and here we are. His whole
Now,
attitude towards this camp was different.
let me ask you this too, right? You know, we talked about this behind the scenes, man. The Devin Haney fight
Hmm.
to me is when you really took off. And
Hmm.
remember, me and you talked about this. I was like, man, you're getting your accolades
Right.
because, you know, let's call a spade and put it on the table. You was basically the star of the show leading up to that fight.
Right.
You did a lot in marketing and promoting. You and Bill, shout out to Bill Haney as well.
Hmm.
And you guys helped to sell that fight. Do
Right.
you think, like what you just said about the new manager, do you think they kind of got a little, like, man, this guy's getting too big, man?
Man, I honestly think that was the. Let me say shout out to Bill Haney because if Bill Haney would have never we'd have drawn into that, guess what? My name will be buried behind Regis Prograis, who's a two-time world champion, and nobody in the fucking boxing game knew who helped him because he never mentioned my name. You give me one interview where he mentioned, yes, I had a fight with Devin Haney. I went 12 rounds with Devin Haney. I finished the fight. How you do that? You lost the
Yeah,
fight because of boxing, not because of conditioning. So
absolutely.
when that happened, after that happened, the boxing world knew exactly who I was. Thank God for Bill Haney. Thank God for putting me in that position. Thank God for Marlon Johnson from 3MG Boxing for putting my name up there when nobody else was there to speak for Regis. So I spoke for Regis.
Yes,
That's the reason I got up there, not because I was looking for some fame, because in my mind, I'd already done my job.
yes,
And when I got up on that stage, I told Regis what was going to happen. I said, "You're an outsider, son. I've been here before. They're going to
yes,
make you feel like an outsider." And if you go back and look at the press conference after Eddie Hearn said, "You guys going to speak first," I told Regis they're going to make you speak first because this is Devin
yeah,
Haney hometown. So why
yeah,
not? And what I do, I said, "Nah, y'all can speak." And then Bill said, "Oh, you was invited. How you going to invite the
yeah,
champion to the podium?" I was like, "There we go." And then all that shit happened, and the rest is the boxing world knows Evans Tobler. The boxing world they can look at my work and see the volume and see all the work that I put in to push him to two-time world champion. Also, they can look at the work that I've done with Michaela, Jenny, Jared Hurd. I've worked with all those guys. So it's like that was my introduction to boxing when I had already been here 13, 14 years. Thank you.
yeah. And not only that, you was already a world champion strength and conditioning coach.
Yes, yes,
You
but
was, you
nobody
was a
knew.
Yeah, you was a world champion strength and conditioning coach. And remember, me and you talked. I was like, man, coach, you getting your flowers.
Yeah,
Everybody's talking about you. Even Devin, you had got into Devin's head, and like you was basically one of the stars of that whole promotion, man.
yeah.
That
And,
that, that
and
whole
I did
promotion.
that for my heart, bro. I did that for my heart, and it came into that. I didn't know it was going to happen like that. I mean,
Yeah,
hey, I'm here now, so I'm not going anywhere, bro. I'm gonna be here in boxing.
Yeah.
And and I said, if you're not with me, then I believe you're against me.
Mm.
So that's how it's gonna go down.
Now, how did the split actually come? Did Regis call you and say,
No,
we like you
no,
just said, we've been
I
together for 15 years.
no, I did that. I did that. Talking about my money, and everything had hit me, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. And then he
Yeah.
never even coming to training camp. He didn't want to do some of the things that got him to the world title. I guess somebody told him not to do some things we've been doing for years that got him strong, got him some endurance, got him power,
Yeah.
got him speed. He don't do some of those things. So whatever I had the opportunity to do, I did it at the highest level. The limited training that he did with me, I did it
Yes.
very, very high. So guess what? He still finished the fight, but we didn't train like we used to train. That's the truth.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I remember when he went up against Zepeda, and me and you talked behind the scenes, and you personally told me I made a lot of money too. Inside of trading, you was like, "Yo, we're gonna stop this guy. Regis is ready to go. We're ready to die if we have to, and he's gonna stop this guy." And I placed that wager on the stoppage.
Hmm.
So you're saying from that fight to currently they was trying to restrict some of the things
Well, well,
that
well,
you
well,
do to help him.
no, Cepeda fight was cool. We did everything. We worked our
Okay.
ass off. But the friction came after this last fight, after Taylor Mayer fight, when me and the manager had a kind of little run in at New York with Michaela, and it started way before that. As soon as he hired that manager, the manager called me with some BS, and I said, bro, I don't work with you. You work with Reed. We had a disagreement when I got to New York, and I got footage of it too. I didn't start any of this. The guy walked up to me, demanded me to shake his hand, and I said, bro, get the fuck out of my face. I'm not owe you nothing. You don't owe me nothing. So the dude got in my space, bro. Like this. I stood up. My son-in-law recorded the whole incident. They don't even know that.
Yeah.
So, and then 10 minutes after the guy, when I stood up, he put his hand behind his back. So guess what? I'm gonna be professional. I'm not gonna do anything. So
Yes.
after that, some stuff happened with Sandy Ryan, and then make a long story short, the next month, me and this guy got to share the same space at Regis. So I,
Yeah.
I go to I go to Manchester. I'm professional. Do everything I'm going to do. Everything I'm supposed to do with him, I've done. Motivating, talking, stretching. My job is done, right? And then after the fight was over, that's when the chaos started. He Regis had a whole different attitude. I don't know who's in his ear, but if they talking about me, they talking wrong because I've done everything good with that kid. I've done
Yes.
everything at the highest level. I gave him 15 years of my life, bro.
Yeah.
15 to what? Thank God for that. The opportunity to work with to build the world champion. And I thank Lord for that. But
Yeah. Now,
I
yeah.
can't, I'm
Let
gonna
me
stay in
ask
my
you.
lane, man. And I
Let,
did my
let me ask you this. Like you said, you're staying in your lane. Do you think, like I said, he has, I think, he lost to Devin, now he lost to Catterall. Do you think they were looking for a fall guy? You know?
I'm the one that's being blamed.
Okay. All right. I wanted to, thank you for
Look,
putting that
look,
out there.
in so many ways, I got blamed for Devin Haney fight too. I talk too much. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you, talking about my fighter with a full 100% confidence that this is going to happen. What happened? You got out there and you tried to box Devin Haney. Not many
Yeah.
people in the world can outbox Devin Haney. Regis Prograis is
Yeah.
a fighter. He is a fighter. If he does not go into the ring and fight, it's going to be a long night. Can he box? He can box a little, but guess what he could do? He could fucking fight and he could punch all fucking night. And he doesn't lose any power, doesn't lose any speed, doesn't lose any strength. Thank you, Fitness by Tobler, for helping me get to this thing. I'm speaking for Regis Prograis speaking to me. How about
Yeah. Now, Leo, let me ask you this. You just put it out there. You're staying in your lane, right? Both of these fights that we watched, the Devin Haney fight, he made it through the 12. Jack Catterall fight, even though he was dropped, he made it to the 12. So you, in a sense, did your job as the strength and conditioning coach,
Hmm.
endurance and getting him through the fight. Now, the other fighters, the other part of the team, the coaches, the chief second, do you feel like they are blaming you for their job as the, technicians, the game plan, the fighting plan, and all of that?
I don't have any problems with them. I don't have any problems with Aaron. I don't have any problems with Declan. From the air, from what I hear now, that the coach never really liked me. I never
Mm,
done anything to that camp. I've been doing my job for 15 years. That's what I hear. I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't have a problem with none of them. And if they blame me, they didn't tell me. But rumors get around and people start talking. But I don't pay that shit no attention. I just keep staying in my lane and do my job. If I'm
yeah,
if I'm upset with the man, I'm gonna go to him and tell him.
yeah,
I'm not gonna hear shit in the air. If I got something to tell you, I'll tell you.
yeah,
You know,
man.
I thought I had a great relationship with the team, but from what the air is saying, I ain't gonna mention no names that Bobby Benton don't like Evans Tobler. Why is that?
Man,
When I've been the one to push Regis to finish fights. You want to look at all his losses? Go look at the boxing. He
yeah,
the boxing coach. He want the. I mean, why you don't like me? That's what I
yeah.
hear. I mean, what I do?
Boxing is a dirty, dirty business, and you notice you've been in it for 15 years, man. When I look at it like this too, when you're winning, everything is smooth. It's when you start losing. That's why I asked you. I was like, do you feel like they're trying to make you the fall guy because the
I don't.
losses?
I don't know. I don't care. All I know is I do my job every fight. I've done my job 15 for 29 fights and
Yeah,
and three losses. I was a part of all that. But when you want to break it down, you can break the boxer down. You can break him
yes,
down to conditioning. You can break him down to cuts. You can break him down to boxing. Okay?
yes,
Aaron Navarro does all his cuts. Reasons ain't never been cut, and it had never stopped.
yeah,
I've done my conditioning. He's finished fights.
yeah. Now, like, yo, I have a question here from one of my supporters, right? I told you this is going back to the Devin Haney fight. They said that you are probably the only guy to ever outtalk Bill Haney. How did you accomplish that?
Man, I did. We it's passion, bro. I have passion. I love my fighters, and I'm gonna go to war for them. And Bill
Yeah,
Haney did the same with his son Devin. So we were both in
yeah,
there warring for the people that we represented and that we love. And
yeah,
that's what happened. If I out talk Bill Haney, hey, props to me and thanks to Bill Haney for getting Evans Toll's name out in the boxing world. I truly appreciated that at the highest level.
definitely. Yeah, he definitely did. Like that right there, right? Boxing needs that, man. Like the build up from that first initial press conference out there in the Bay Area, San Francisco, when you two went back and forth, and you told Devin he was a prep school kid. Man, that was like good, classic, old
But guess
school
what?
trash
But guess
talk.
what? It's true. But Devin
Yeah,
Haney, good kid that can box his ass off. I did my research on the kid. And I only did that because I wanted to figure out who I was working with. I wasn't even going to say that.
yeah,
I just want to know who I was working with. And then when Devin started talking and calling me, I was like, wait a minute. I chose that private school. I'm like, private school kids don't talk like that. But
yeah,
it was a great
yeah,
time.
yeah.
I had a great time. And
I knew you had.
had a great time out there.
Yeah, I knew you had Dev, right? When Dev, right? I was like, damn, coach got he's controlling the atmosphere. When Dev started referring to you as a prison guy, when he was like, he's jail work house, I was like, Dev don't even know he's talking to a world class athlete himself,
No,
man. This
bro. I
guy.
was like, I, it was crazy. It was, man, that was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was
That
classic.
Bill Haney's a monster, bro. He clever. He clever. Now you know
Yeah,
it's funny. Bill Haney is an unbelievable public speaker. I did research
yeah,
on him too.
yeah. Now let me ask you this: they had you and him. Was that planned, or did they was like after they seen how that press conference went? Eddie Hearns and the matchroom marketing people was like, "Yo, you know what? We want you two to go at it in the face off." How did that come about?
It wasn't planned. It wasn't planned.
Okay,
It was fucking organic. It just happened.
okay,
Bill knew and I knew, that we're two respectful men. I respect him. He respect me. We shook hands, and I knew right then that hey, this is gonna sell the fight. This is what we
yeah,
got to do, and that's what we did. And at the end of the day, I got love for the man.
yeah. Now that was some good back and forth and really selling the fight. And I know Eddie Hearns definitely appreciated that because that helped to really sell that fight with
Yeah,
the trash talking, the antics, and
yeah.
stuff like that, man.
Well, Eddie Hearn enjoyed it. So I mean, listen, I got endorsed by introduced to the game by Bill Haney. I got endorsed at the end of the thing by Eddie Hearn saying we need to have Evans Tobler at every press conference.
Yeah, yeah,
What I'm gonna say?
absolutely.
I mean, those are some of the two biggest names in the sport. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm grateful. I'm blessed, and God has other things for Evans Tobler in 2025. It may not be Regis Prograde. I might be across the ring from Regis Prograde. That's a possibility as well because I'm open to training anyone in the 140 pound class at any level.
yes, yes. And speaking on that, how can people reach out to you for your
It
services?
can reach me at Fitness by Tobler. Instagram is open all day long. On Twitter, Tobler, and I'm the best at what I do, man. I'm the best
Yeah,
at what I do. I got credentials to prove it, not just as a conditioning coach, but also as a former world class athlete. My knowledge is is impeccable. I ain't gonna do Mike Tyson, but I've been so far unstoppable
yeah,
until the last three losses on Regis record. But
yeah.
if you want to look at it from a conditioning standpoint, he finished the fight. Every fight he finished, he almost knocked Josh Taylor out in the 12th round. I thought that was conditioning too. I
Yeah,
mean, come on, man, look at it. I mean, it's a lot of good guys in the sport. You got Larry Wade, you got Jack, who's been around for a long time. You got Jamie out in Arizona. There's a couple of other guys too. I mean that I've seen around the game, and I don't really know in person, but those three guys I've seen Jack and acting for years. And Larry Wade is a former track and field superstar. So
yeah. That's correct. That's correct. Shout out to Larry Wade. Larry Wade is down there with Jake Paul. Are you listen? Speaking of that, right? Because a lot of these guys. Are you open for working with guys like a Jake Paul, some
man,
of the
I'm
YouTubers, and those type of guys?
absolutely. YouTubers, you want to get in shape, you want to get in the ring, I got you. It's what I do. And I
Okay.
do it with the high passion. And I guarantee you won't get tired. I guarantee you won't get tired
Yeah.
in the fight working with me. It ain't gonna be
Yes.
easy, but it's gonna pay off for you.
Yeah. Now, I don't want you to give out your source, but I see you do a lot of water workouts with your clients, man.
Yes.
Keep them in that pool, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can teach them how to swim if they don't know how to swim. I got the knowledge of that too.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I see those water workouts, man. You
that
keep
the
those. You
water is
keep
like a
those.
fight. It's like a fight.
Mm,
When you think about swimming, think about your arms, your legs, your lungs, everything works. It's
yeah,
just like fighting, but there's a certain way to do it. And
yeah,
thank God I'm able to get in there, man, and get workouts according to the level of that athlete. Everybody can't swim, maybe like a Regis or a Michaela or a Jenny or Jared Hurd or Kenny Sims or Keyshawn. You know, I'm working on.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was about to say that. What did you think of Keyshawn's last
man,
performance? Because I remember you worked with Keyshawn early
yeah.
along too, and you told me about him, and look what he's doing right now.
Keyshawn Davis is an exceptional athlete, and he
Yeah,
could fight. I had
yeah,
Keyshawn doing a lateral drill, the cones being about 10 feet apart. I had a clock in my hand. I wanted him to get across to the cone, and as he's moving at the high rate of speed, I wanted him to punch in transition without stopping.
yes,
Keyshawn, I got video of that shit. Okay, Keyshawn
yeah.
getting the pop pop shoot pop pop shoot. He didn't miss a beat. He hit it, bam bam, went right back into motion. So
Mm,
it's gonna be a problem.
yeah.
Keyshawn Davis gonna be a problem. I promise you.
Mm.
He
Now listen,
okay.
you worked with him. How
Listen,
do you see a potential fight with him and Tank Davis? How do you see a potential fight with him and Tank
woo.
Davis?
Dave, listen. Keyshawn Davis is a problem. I love Tank Davis. I like Keyshawn Davis. Hey man, that's the fucking fight of the century.
Mm,
You talk about you got two guys that the IQs are very, very high. I think
yeah,
Keyshawn's a little taller than Tank,
yeah, he is.
and
Yes,
Tank
yes.
is a little more compact. I can't even call that fight.
Mm,
That fight right there will break the records of pay-per-view.
mm. Yeah, because you see right now they are going back and forth a little bit on social media,
Yeah,
and
both of
Keyshawn just came off that good performance, and has a lot of momentum.
yes. The kid, I listen. Thank God I had an opportunity to see it with my own eyes.
Yeah,
Okay, I saw it with my own eyes, and I'm gonna tell you, he a problem because he an athlete. He can adjust. Just all his Tank. That's man. That's like that's like Mayweather and Mosley, or Mayweather and Castillo.
yeah,
That type of fight. Hagler, Hearn, Sugar
yeah.
Ray, and Hagler. I mean, that's a fight that we must see. We don't want to wait. We don't want to wait until they get older. We want to get that fight right now.
Right now, yeah, absolutely. I could dig it. I could dig it.
But I
Now,
like I like this. I love Coach Calvin. I like all them dudes. That's a
yeah,
team. That's a fucking
yeah,
team. I mean, they surround that kid with love and respect. And look what's happening. You must have
yeah,
love and respect for your team and your fighters. And I thought
yeah.
I had a program, and we ain't like that right now.
Now let me ask you this, right? 15 years in the game. You've been around the world. You
Hmm.
know, the Riyadh season is big now. But I remember you was going over there originally, man. Just break down some of the many places that you have traveled in the world
Man,
internationally.
I've been to the highest place. I mean, Rio. We opened it up. We had the first fight there.
Yeah, I
I was
remember.
I was there with Eric Molina. Shout out to Eric Molina, man. Eric Molina
Yeah,
heavyweight. Eric Molina fought for three. He's a three-time or four-time world title contender. I
yeah,
trained in his whole when Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua had a match in Riyadh. I believe that was the first fight in Saudi Arabia, and
yeah.
we opened it up, man. What a great time and what a great camp. You know what I'm saying? What a great camp.
Yes, that's a fact.
Eric,
I,
Eric
I
Molina.
I I remember that. I remember that. I was like, man, you was doing it big back then. You was
Yeah.
you was doing it big back then, and then you've been all over across the pond.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the Jack Taylor fight, not a Jack Catterall fight. So,
Yep.
like you said, you have been blessed, man.
Yep.
God has blessed you, and like I told you yesterday, you know, things happen,
Mm-hmm.
and this isn't the end. He has something better and bigger for you.
Absolutely. I truly believe that 2025 is a year for Evans Tobler and Fitness by Tobler. You know, and everybody that's around me, I can't say enough how appreciative I am of Marlon Johnson, 3MG Boxing, for giving me the opportunity to go and train his fighter Eric Molina, and
Yeah,
go to Saudi Arabia. Shout out to 3MG Boxing. watch out for Freddie Rojas because Marlon Johnson also trains Freddie Rojas. Freddie Rojas is a undefeated 154 pounder. He's going to be another world champion. Mark my word, Freddie Rojas will be the next world champion at 154, even at 147. And that's one of, and I can't, bro, I can't thank Marlon enough, bro, because even when San Francisco, he put me out there to speak. And here I am today on one of the hottest boxing podcasts on the land. So I mean, big
Hey,
ups to
what do we know?
bro.
What do we know, man? I seen the star power in you many years ago. That's why it doesn't surprise me, and that's why I said what I said. And not taking away from Regis, but like I told you, you took Regis to the pinnacle, not
Yeah,
once but twice. So, like I told you, maybe God has something in store for you because there are younger fighters coming in
yeah,
now
yeah,
that might need that tutelage, and you have the experience, man.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm listening. I'm ready to work, man. I love the game of boxing, and God made me a winner. I'm a winner.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yes.
I'm around winners. I'm going to win. Wherever I've gone, I've won. And I'm not talking no shit. These are facts. I've won.
Yeah.
Look at my record.
Yeah.
I'm winning. And it's only because
Absolutely.
God, you cannot stop what God has for me. I don't care what you
Absolutely.
say about me. I don't care where you put me. I don't care. I'm covered. And when you with me,
Absolutely.
I'm covered. Even in Manchester.
Yeah.
Manchester, I wasn't on the stage. Okay, I'm good. But guess
Yeah.
what? Guess who had the last say so in the press conference? Me. I
Yeah.
closed the press conference down with gratitude, respect, and love, not for just the two great fighters that's on the stage, Regis Prograis and Jack Catterall, but for the people of Manchester. They
Yeah.
deserve a great fight. They got a great fight. They saw two of boxing 140-pounder top guys fighting for something without a world title. What a treat for Manchester. And Manchester treated me with respect and love. I always love Manchester. Always love Manchester. I got
Yeah.
there and the doors are open. Shout out
Yeah.
to my man Scott from Manchester who gave me Manchester United. You think I'm lying? Check it
Yeah.
out. Manchester United. I had a fan. I had a friend, a guy that I met online from Manchester. He says, Coach, I got something for you. Manchester. You see that?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all, man.
That's a fact. That's a
All over.
fact. I seen he had you at the bar toasting it up
Yeah,
with you and all that. I seen that. I seen that. Yo, talk about that, man. For the people that never been abroad,
man.
how the boxing fan culture is over
Oh
there.
man. Listen, Manchester is known for fighting. Come on, we gotta represent. You gotta know Ricky Hatton's from Manchester.
Okay.
You know, so he was a knockout artist. And then you
Yeah.
got Catterall, who was from a little town called Crawley. I'm probably saying it wrong, but Manchester came out to support him. They also got the football, what we call soccer. They're
Yeah.
Manchester United. When you think of soccer in England, you think of Manchester. So those fans overseas are unbelievable, and they're passionate, and they know boxing, and they're respectful. I walked in the stadium and got love from people in Manchester. It's like, man,
Yeah.
listen, I would love to go back to Manchester. So I claimed that some years ago. I said I do want to train a European fighter. I want a
Mhm.
heavyweight from man. I want a heavyweight. I want a heavyweight, and I believe he's going to be a heavyweight from overseas. But you give me a heavyweight, and I'll turn him into a world champion because heavyweights have no limit on what they can do
Yeah.
pertaining to training, nutrition. You just got to do
And,
certain things. But I love fighting overseas, man, and especially in England. They're very knowledgeable. So I had a great time. Shout out to Manchester.
and that's how it starts with the tongue speaking it into existence. And
Hmm.
I think it's gonna happen for you too, man. Because like I said, you have a resume, and at the end of the day, experience, resume, stats mean something.
Hmm.
They mean something.
I
They
appreciate.
mean something in this, man. Now, Coach, but before I let you go, because I appreciate you coming over here and spilling the tea, giving your side of what's going on. Let everybody know the social media handles where they can follow you at, reach out to you for the services and all that. And you gotta let your boy know, Big John Sherman, man. I
Yeah,
said
but
what's up
listen,
too, man. That's
listen,
my guy, man.
listen. I tell you what, I got all this muscle because of John, the tank.
Yeah,
He is absolutely one of the best bodybuilders that touched the planet. He's my friend. He trained me when I competed. We still work out together. Him, without John Sherman, I wouldn't have none of this, but I wouldn't. There's some things I learned from John Sherman as well. When the weight room,
yeah,
I just think I was blessed with great coaches like John Sherman. And I was blessed with great managers like Marlon Johnson from MG Boxing. You know what I'm saying? I've been around great people all my life. And
yeah,
that's who I roll with. And
yeah,
it's not going to change. That's who God put in my life. And I'm here, and I'm here to win. And if you want to reach me, I'm at Fitness by Tobler on Instagram, Facebook, on Twitter. I think it's eTobler, but you're not going to miss me because I'm going to be here. I'm not
yeah,
going anywhere. 2025 is going to be big for Fitness by Tobler. It's going to be big for 3MG Boxing. It's going to be big for Tank John Sherman at Fit to Live training facility here in Houston. We rising. We're gonna
yeah.
rise, bro. And the same for this podcast. It's boxing
That's right.
podcast, best in the land. My
That's
man
right.
has
That's right.
always taught
That's
me,
right.
kept me on my ship. He's
Yeah.
always interviewed me. This is one of the best boxing podcasts, and he know his shit. And his famous quote is, "What do I know?"
What do I know? Yo, Coach, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for always, man. Everything you done for me behind the scenes, man, and linking me up with different fighters and stuff, man.
Thank you.
Always, man. I'm glad you came over here and
Yeah,
and shared the sauce over here, man.
I
As
appreciate it.
always. And yo,
Oh,
and listen,
oh, it's hot,
yes, and you're gonna have to bring that grandson over here, man. 'Cause
man.
I know he's the next star,
Look, I'm
man.
gonna have him sitting right here. He'll a little monster, but he gonna be so.
Yeah.
He's turning 3. You know he got the same birthday as Devin Haney,
Oh wow, wow,
November 17th.
wow.
He's
That's what's
gonna
up,
be
man.
great. It's in the air.
Yeah,
I already claimed it. But much
yeah.
love, and I appreciate you, man. At the
Appreciate
highest
you,
level.
Coach, man. Thank you, man. Always, man. Shout out to my guy Evans, man. That was Coach Tubler. Wonderful, wonderful guy, man. Hopefully, we showing you some, the range, man. The range. But what do we know, man? What do we know, man? One of the top strength and conditioning coaches in the game, man. 4 time. Look, I said 3. 2 times with Regis, Michaela Mayer, and the other young lady, man. 4-time world champion coach, man. But we're gonna wrap this up. I gotta go pick up Coach Reen, for all the duties. It should be in the gym. I don't know if I'm gonna stay in the gym. You know me, I like to get my Insta motion on, but I'll probably be in the gym too. But shout out to everybody that stopped through. Christopher White, NYT. Yes, Trenton in the building. That is where he is from. He still holds records there, competing at the highest level in the long jump. He competed against Carl Lewis, man. He said, I need to holler at him. Definitely, T, because you are a young, upcoming strength and conditioning coach. That's why I invited you in here to listen to this man, very knowledgeable. You see some of the people he worked with, Keyshawn Davis, you know, James, man, James, man. But hey, what do we know, right? What do we know, man? These guys always judge off the wrong views, man. That's why they got left behind. They got left, man, and then they're mad, right? Because you try to talk down on people with experience, man. You don't have no experience. You ain't got the moves, baby. You gotta have the moves, man. Gotta have the moves. Shout out to Julio, man. Hope all is well with you too, good brother, man. Hope all is well with you, man. This is my guy, Jersey in the building, man. Jersey in the building, man. But yeah, great interview, man. Play it back. Shout out to my guy, man. 15-year run with Regis, man. You know, 15-year run, man. Boxing is like that, man. Regis started catching L's, and unfortunately, they need a fall guy. We've seen that with Wilder's team. You see that. We seen that with Earl Sher. I mean, damn. EJ and Derrick James is boxing, man. That happens, man. You know, when you start to lose, you know, they gotta blame somebody, right? They gotta blame somebody, right? This is the game, man. But they can never erase what they were. You know what they were, man. But hopefully, like I said, you guys enjoyed this sauce. You know, I don't do many interviews like this, but when I do, I hopefully you guys enjoy it, man. You know, I want to do more, but I'm at a stage now with this where it's like it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do, right? But I tell you, I don't think they could fuck with me, man. Like if we listen, if we go shot for shot, flow for flow, I could do this, man. But like, you know, this game is smoke and mirrors, man. And like I said, my boxing character, my boxing personality, these guys don't like because I move like my man. Like what is for me is gonna be for me. So my motion is God's motion. You're not stopping nothing. You see, I just had a 4-time world champion coach. He's talking about Larry Wade. Larry Wade is my man too. Look, this is all from my umbrella over here. Larry Wade. Larry Wade is one of my guys, right? Larry Wade. You heard him talk about Larry Wade, who will be in action this upcoming Friday with Jake Paul, right? Look, this Larry Wade right here, right? My guy, right? Larry Wade. See Larry? That's Larry Wade, right? The same Larry Wade right here. Larry Wade has 10, I believe now, 10 champions, right? This Larry Wade right here.
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, I Build Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibe.
Yes, that's Larry Wade right there in Robesi Ramirez, man. Robesi Ramirez, man. The stock is rising though, man. But shout out to everybody that checked in. You know, share the content. You know, just let them know, man, the sauce is still out here stepping, moving and grooving. Media, marketing, management, consulting services. And if any of you young fighters are looking for a top-notch coach, man, maybe I could broker something for you. Learn how to network. I keep telling you guys this. Don't listen to these guys that sit around online with no motion. That's just hating and mad. You know, they can't produce nothing. Where's their receipts? Where is their credibility? Who knows them, right? Who knows you, man? Come on, let's be real. Who knows you, guy? Who knows you? Where you been? Show us where you been. But hey, what's I know, man? Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate everything you do, man. Appreciate everything you do. But I am going to get up out of here. I might try to come back on. Maybe you know what? I'll come on in the gym. Maybe I'll throw Joe Dini on and, you know, let him talk some old crazy shit tonight, man. You know? But Coach Reen is back. You know, her crew's going to be looking for her at the gym, so I got to bring her to the gym. Because like I told you, she's the plug, man. She's the real boss, man. I am just the manager now. The manager, agent. Shout out to my nephew, Jahad Tucker. Did you see him at the Long Island Nets game? Doing big things, man. Marketing, man. But hey, what do we know, right? Network. 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 But yo, you guys be blessed. Stay up. Stay focused. And don't be afraid to front on people, man. Right? Don't be afraid to front on people because people try to front on you all the time. Trust and believe they do. They send shots, they throw shots, and they get mad when their shots don't stick on you. And they get mad when what they say you succeed over, right? You know, you succeed over. And I want to say what Wallow said. Shout out to Wallow. Wallow said something, right? For all the people that don't like you, right? There are people that appreciate you, like Julio here, like Christopher White, like NYT, you know, like Inconsequence. There's people that appreciate you, right? So if there are a handful of people that don't like you, those are the ones that really secretly admire you. They just don't want to let nobody know it. But they do let everybody know it when they try to what? Copy you. But make your own lane, right? That's what I did. I made my own lane, transformed media, marketing, management, consulting services. And like T said right here, you see what my guy said, world champion coach said, they know the quote, but what do we know? This is the Source Experience, the news by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know? And you know how I like to close, man. I close with the girls, right? I like to close with the girls. I am my father's son. Get them, girls.
In the arena, look who I got. Ring girl.
Hi, Arena. Miss you, girls.
Hey.
Here. Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimuteloa. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.